Hi, this is Ushio, and welcome back to Wicked Willow. We have got a big decision that we need to make. Our friend here, Avery, he's got some liver issues, and because it's been deemed a pre-existing condition, they won't cover his medical charges. So we have got options, as we have magical powers. What can we do? We can heal Avery, or attempt to. We can try and alter his insurance form, or we can ask him to move in. I'm not really sure what's best, because our hero, Willow, her experience with using magic is pretty limited, and it has unpredictable consequences. I think if we try and heal him, he'll probably just explode or something. If we try and change his insurance form, I don't know, the game, it does seem to deal with consequences quite a lot. So we'll probably end up arrested for forgery or something. So I think, for the minute, we could put it on the back burner. We'll ask Avery to move in, and we can kind of keep an eye on him. And maybe later on, once we've figured out our powers a little bit more, maybe we can make a better decision then. I think that's what I'm going to go for. Ask him to move in.
Hey, Avery. Can't pay your rent? Then stay at my place.
Oh, Willow, I couldn't impose.
It's no bother. I'm offering.
Also, Willow's kind of lonely because she's lost her family as well.
I know, but only out of a misplaced sense of...
I'm not going to take no for an answer. You're coming even if I have to wave a magic wand and whisk you there.
Let's hope it doesn't actually come to that.
Thanks, Willow. I really appreciate it. I promise, one day I'll...
You can start by buying me a coffee. I'm feeling thirsty.
This paper looks quite promising.
Okay, we are back with Tanya. So hopefully she could teach us a little bit more about our powers and stuff.
What, the Janet Reno thing? Yeah, first woman attorney general, but have you seen her record?
Actually, I'm far more intrigued by what isn't on the paper. No headlines about the bank foreclosing on people. That must have been some job you pulled at the bank, right?
Kind of. I think I might have accidentally summoned a bunch of real bank robbers. I managed to stop them, though.
You stopped them? Why would you do that?
I just wanted to make sure nobody got hurt.
And did you succeed?
Sort of, we did, yeah.
Well, no.
Well, I think so.
Avery got sick from the flowers I created. Had to go to the hospital. And the stupid insurance company wouldn't pay for his pills.
Well, I assume you taught them a lesson, right?
No. Given everything that happened in the bank, I thought that might be too risky.
Too risky?
I just told Avery he could move in with me. That way he could afford his medicine and...
What kind of wicked witch are you?
Hey, you were the one that tried to scare me out of using my powers, and you're acting like this is my fault?
Of course not, Willow. But, you see...
If you wanted me to rob the bank or the insurance company, why didn't you say something?
Because I had to stick to the pattern, Willow.
Pattern? What pattern?
Is there some kind of like weird rules that we need to be aware of?
What are you talking about?
Never mind, Willow. I've learned my lesson about adding to your burdens. Willow, it would be best if you go your own way.
Excuse me, what now?
Don't come visit me anymore.
Hello, no, what?
What? Hey, it was my first outing! Give me another chance!
You don't understand. My own dark karma has poisoned your journey. If you don't feel content with the way things turn out for you, perhaps one day we will meet again.
You want me to go my own way? Fine by me. I've been doing that my whole life.
This sucks, we're being kicked out.
I don't need you!
I know, Willow.
Oh man.
A friendly reminder, the submission deadline for the Fairy Tales short story contest is tomorrow. The winner will receive a $500 scholarship.
May I request my winnings be donated to a worthy cause?
I mean, you can request, but...
Say, the original Righteous Words student group?
Of course. But Lydia, isn't declaring yourself the victor a little premature?
Of course. I've never dreamed to be so modest as to claim I'm the heavy favorite, or to say my talent dwarfs the competition.
Okay, so there's implication there, I think.
Oh, really? That's what we all heard.
I don't know what you're implying. I'm just trying to help the less fortunate.
Oh, please. I've helped more people than you ever would in 100 lifetimes.
Okay, back at home.
Sweet home.
I don't know what's going on. Maybe, I don't know, have I made a wrong decision? Or is it just sent us on a different path? So if I look at this, the game does actually have, what we got, 8 different endings and several different routes. We have gone this way, whatever this way means. So, depending on the decisions you make, depends on what kind of stories you get to see. So we've kind of locked ourselves out of, I don't know, we're not completely on an irredeemable path. So even from here, we can kind of follow it and somehow make it to all of these endings still. Nothing's completely set in stone, but we have made some decisions that means we won't see this. So, and Tanya has basically kicked us out. So it's going to be interesting to see where we end up. Okay, we are back at home though.
Thanks again for letting me crash here. I really owe you one.
I said don't mention it.
I just hate this feeling. Being homeless, I mean, it feels kind of elitist and entitled for me to complain about it. Like, I presume I'm better than the people that are literally sleeping on the streets. But it's not the first time this has happened to me, either.
Well, don't worry. You know, this is kind of my, you know, forget it.
What?
I said forget it.
Sheesh, you're on edge today. You worried about losing that contest to Lydia?
Nearly forgot about it already, actually.
Really? I figured you'd be spoiling for a chance to embarrass her.
I guess I just have a lot on my mind lately. Bank robbery and all that.
To be honest, Willow, you seemed distracted even before that.
It was to do with the axeman that attacked us in episode 1.
What would you say if I told you I had magic powers?
Oh wow, Willow's coming straight out with it now.
That I was a witch?
Witch? Like magic potions, flying broomstick, talking cat, the works?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I don't have a flying broomstick yet, but yeah, I have the power to mess with reality. But when I do, there's some really dark shit that goes down.
That trope's a little overdone, isn't it?
What are you talking about?
The be careful what you wish for storyline is often used to impart a moralistic message. Why not play around with what would happen if the magic worked just fine? I'm being too critical, aren't I? If the idea moves you, run with it. I'm pretty certain if you put your mind to it, you can write a solid, original witch story.
It is kind of a thought though, so maybe if Willow used her powers from a more positive outlook, maybe the outcomes would be different.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I can't show him my powers without risking something going haywire. Like in that hallucination Tanya made me have. So, I guess I have to just live life like a normal person. For now.
Class is over for today. Before I go, I'll post the results of the short story competition.
Oh, I wonder who won. Maybe Lydia?
Though I can't imagine anybody will be surprised.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh. Did Lydia pull it off?
Let me see. Willow, you did it!
We did it, Avery. I never would have been able to write it without your help, but I don't get something. The professor said it wouldn't be a surprise.
It's not. Willow, you're a brilliant writer, at least when you want to be.
See, people can be nice to you if you're not always like on the offensive. Willow, you just gotta chill.
I'm so happy you're back to taking your academics seriously.
We gotta celebrate. What do you want to do after class?
I have a meeting of the Dryads and Demons Club at the coffee house, but I don't know if it's really your thing.
I think it would be her thing, yes.
Hey, you never know until you try. It's the least I can do, considering, you know.
Considering what?
Considering, all the help you gave me in the story. You know. It's been a long time since I felt like something I did really mattered. Thanks.
See, it's a small win.
I know you would have done the same for me.
Anytime, Avery. Let's go. Where's everyone else?
Oh, attendance has been a little low lately. Do you have a character sheet, Willow?
Has he kind of sneakily got Willow out on a date, maybe?
Character sheet?
It's this little worksheet with various stats and background information about your in-game persona.
Ugh, this game has homework? Screw this. I'm out.
You didn't even try.
What? Really? I mean, I could give...
Course not, silly. Now give me that homework sheet. Ugh. There's an awful lot of numbers on this.
Think of them like variables in a series of algebraic equations.
That's like negative helpful.
Sorry. Maybe it would be easier to decide what skills you want first, and then pick the stats you want to focus on. There's a little questionnaire thing here.
It's kind of like a D&D roleplay kind of thing. Never actually done one myself, but yeah, looks like they're gonna get into it.
Okay, first question. Would you rather gather herbs for magic potions with your mother, or work at a forge and smelt armor with your father?
Magic potions. Easy.
Okay, next. A thief is stealing your milk delivery.
Ooh, use my magic potion to turn the thief into a cow. Yeah, that'll teach her.
That isn't one of the options.
Why gather herbs to make potions if you can't use them?
The potions are more for healing and the like.
Healing, huh? Ugh, so lame.
Yeah, Willow always on the offensive.
Well, the point of the quiz is to specialize in what you think you'd enjoy, so put your points into what skills you'd like to use. And you can't forget a backstory.
I can't.
I mean, I suppose you could.
Just have a character who's lost their memory, maybe something like that.
It's just helpful for immersion in the role-playing experience. Getting to be someone else for a while, you know? Come on, you must have imagined what it would be like to have magic powers.
I'm sure it wouldn't be all fun and games.
Well, of course not. Here, I'll give you an example. I am Valerie Proudwing, Queen of the Fairies.
Okay, cool, go for it.
For 10 generations, my noble lineage has ruled over the Greenwood. But when the demons befouled our innocent homeland, I set aside my sovereign duties to...
Whoa, that's, intricate. Let me see here.
So we're playing like a game in a game.
I hate writing about myself and passing it off as fiction again. It feels like I'm admitting I'm not good at creativity. But my real-life adventures are crazier than anything I could think up. Alright, finished.
Great! I'll give your character a prison bauble for containing evil beings, and mine will get a heart leaf for storing their spirit into trees. Unless you want us to have something else.
Sounds good to me. Let's exercise some demons.
Say what now?
Oh, brother.
Did I hear you right? Did you say you wanted to exercise demons?
Okay, this could be interesting. Alright.
Huh. I guess there's nothing wrong with your hearing. Too bad the same can't be said for your writing. Right? Lydia? Aren't you going to say I'm going to hell or something?
I'm turning the other cheek, Willow.
Whatever.
While we're on the topic, would you mind terribly letting me read your story?
You want to read my work? Why? What's in it for you?
Well, never mind. But, since you did bring up the subject of hell...
Here we go.
I don't understand, Willow. You said you were an atheist. So why in the world would you say you're possessed by a demon?
Oh, it's not what you think. It's a role-playing game, Lydia. Make-believe, you know? Ever heard of dryads and demons?
As a matter of fact, I have. My church told me it's associated with practicing witchcraft.
What, make-believe and using your imagination. Okay, cool.
What could have given them that idea?
You could pretend to be a witch if you'd like, or a knight, or a forest sprite. Anything that suits your fancy, really. You're welcome to join us if you want.
I don't imagine her joining us.
You know what? I think I will stick around.
Oh, okay.
And maybe afterwards we can all go to Bible study together.
Can't wait.
Over my dead body?
I'm clearly brave enough to open my mind to new things, Willow. Why aren't you?
Just shut up and roll the dice.
One problem, Willow. Lydia hasn't made a character sheet yet.
What now?
It's like a little resume for your pretend you. If you are magical. You get it?
If I was magical?
If you're confused, we can try a questionnaire. Okay, first question. Would you rather gather herbs for magic potions with your mother, or work at a forge and smelt armor with your father?
Armor. In Ephesians 6:10, it says to put on the armor of God so you may take your stand against the devil's schemes.
Oh wow, she going in deep.
Let's just skip that one for now. Okay, next. A thief is stealing your milk delivery.
I'd leave out some biscuits for him as well.
Avery said a thief, not Santa.
As you said, there's nothing wrong with my hearing. Luke 6:29. If a man takes your coat, give him your shirt as well.
I don't believe this. She's managed to turn dryads and demons into Bible study.
What's the matter, Willow? Are you jealous that I figured out the proper answers? Envy is one of the 7 deadly sins, you know.
Technically, Lydia, there are no right or wrong answers. You're just supposed to be answering them how your character would. Maybe that's it. You're just answering them as Lydia would.
Did I miss the part where I had to pretend to be an entirely different person?
Yes, you did.
Actually, yes, you did.
It's my fault. I didn't explain it right. Lydia, if you'd like, you can play as one of my characters. Maybe someone very different from yourself? Why not take a look at this one?
Zarsi, the succubus. Says here her backstory is she was once a human nun before being seduced and turned by a beautiful demoness.
Oh wow, imagine picking that out for her.
Hold on. Your villain is a homosexual?
Well, technically, yes. But I didn't really intend for the message of the campaign to be that homosexuals...
Monsters? Demonic? Sinners intent on destroying the moral fabric of our society?
That's the language of your Christian club, right?
Yes, it sure is. But Willow,
Yeah, I thought so. You think just because you believe in God, you have the right to tell everyone else what to do? You don't. You've got no right. I'd rather be possessed by a real demon than bow down before a god who hates gays.
Watch it, you're gonna maybe use your magic if you're not careful. Okay, Willow needs to let Lydia to kind of finish her sentences. Maybe she'll then understand her perspective a bit more.
No, you don't understand. Leave us the fuck alone.
Willow, Please don't play this game, Willow. That's all I'm going to say. See y'all in class tomorrow.
Willow, did you need to push her that hard? You catch more flies with honey than vinegar, you know?
I don't want any flies at our table, Avery. God, why do you think people like Lydia are so narrow-minded?
Well, I suppose there's two perspectives. She could just be ignorant and mean.
You could have let her finish what she was trying to say, or maybe she could learn if you give her a chance.
Or maybe she's got some issues herself.
No issues excuse her bigotry. Oh, she has issues. She didn't actually get to explain herself, so we don't actually know whether she is a bigot or not. Obviously, she's very much religious and that, but she didn't actually come out and say, I don't like this, I don't agree with this. But she does have issues. I don't know. We'll just go with the top one.
Oh, she's definitely got issues.
I wouldn't want to speculate.
Too late for that. Come on, spit it out.
Well, I just thought maybe, sometimes, not always, but sometimes.
Get to the point,
Well, sometimes people who have those feelings overcompensate a little.
You're not saying.
Notice how she zeroed in right on Zarsi being a lesbian? That was the only thing she asked about the game. Then she couldn't even bring herself to say she was against it.
She didn't?
No, she told you what the church's opinion is, not her own. It was like she was walking on eggshells.
See, Avery's got a little bit of perspective and he can observe a situation and kind of do something else from it. Willow goes in hard. So, we like Avery. We shall do our best to protect him still.
People who act nervous usually have something to hide.
Well, there's lots of reasons for being nervous.
Actually, now that I think about it, if you're right about all this, I kind of feel sorry for her.
You need to apologize.
What do you mean?
I mean, she was clearly raised in a conservative family. She had no idea what to do about her sexuality. Maybe she's never even met another gay person. Maybe just now she was trying to come out to us. But you said the story wasn't anti-gay. If she wanted to say something, why didn't she?
Because you scared her away. You just wanted to tell her off, and...
Yeah, you're right.
Do you feel bad about what you said?
Kinda. But this is Lydia. Who cares, right?
No, you just need to admit you're wrong.
But you do care about her, don't you, Willow? I think we've both known that a long time.
Me? Caring about Lydia. But we fight all the time.
Exactly. Why else would you be casting pearls before swine?
So she's the pig in this scenario, right? Because I'm nothing like her.
They're kind of the opposites of the same coin.
Ever hear the phrase, opposites attract? Willow, the reason why she annoys you so much is that, deep down,
Don't even finish that sentence.
you want to go talk to her, don't you?
Yeah, let's do it.
Maybe.
Then do it, Willow.
But what if...
I mean, she already hates you, right? Can your relationship get any worse?
I think it can, yeah. But I guess that's just a risk I have to take.
You gotta make good on this.
But what about the game?
I had to get going in a couple hours anyway. I have a place I have to go. I'll be back in town tomorrow.
Ooh, what? Have you got a hot date or something?
No, but you do. Now stop gabbing with me and get going.
Okay.
Lydia, you busy?
We have caught up with Lydia. Maybe we can have a bit more of an earnest conversation and not just shout at each other.
Well, I was supposed to be doing my Bible study.
What time does God Club start around here?
I'd say now's as good a time as any.
But where are the other regular members?
There aren't any regular members, Willow. I mean, I've had a few curious people walk by on occasion, but most days, nobody shows up.
I didn't know that. Lydia, I really do think we got off on the wrong foot. I know that we're rivals, but what is it now?
I've never thought of you as a rival, Willow. More like a friend I can't have.
Wow, that's a nice phrase actually. A friend I can't have. It's a bit of a sad phrase.
And why can't you have me?
You're a pot-smoking hippie, a judgy vegan, an atheist who says she wears a cross ironically. Are you really so surprised we're not best friends?
No, of course not.
If we both grew up in the same church community, I'm sure we would be pals.
And if we'd both grown up as hippies?
We'd smoke dope and read Karl Marx together, I guess.
If you thought I was that degenerate, why'd you want to read my story?
Curiosity.
What?
Doesn't curiosity count as a reason to want to read your story?
It's not a very good one. Now is it? Why are you curious about me?
Because...
Why'd you want to know if that succubus character was a lesbian?
Why do you care?
I care because... I care.
You care because you care.
My words are kind of failing me right now, okay?
Yeah, these guys aren't used to talking to each other in this way, so they need to kind of find out an area where they can share and have a real conversation.
You won that short story competition and that's your excuse?
You want me to tell you without words?
What are you gonna do? Mime it out?
Guess again.
Oh, we're going for it.
I acted on instinct. I'm not sure what possessed me to bring my lips to hers. But in that moment, there was nothing I'd rather do and nowhere I'd rather be.
Opposites
Goodbye,
attract.
Mom. Goodbye, Dad. Hey, why y'all driving away so fast? Oh my God. They said this was going to be summer camp. How could... I worked so hard to keep this a secret. I never said a thing. I've never even been kissed. How could they have possibly known about me? Lydia, calm down. It's okay. Your parents love you. And it says therapy, right? How bad could it be, really?
Now, Lydia, we'll watch the tape again. And this time, I won't go easy on you.
What is going on? Is this like electroshock therapy? No. Why though?
Lydia?
Oh, we went into Lydia's past experiences. They've already put her through that kind of situation. Her parents have. Oh no.
Why are you looking at me like that? You saw my memories, didn't you?
I think so. I mean, it was an accident. I didn't mean to. Wait, how did you know that's what I did?
You're not like other girls, Willow.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that was pretty obvious by now.
Is there somewhere we can talk? You know, a bit more private-like?
This might not be the royal palace you're used to, but I call it home.
Lydia is like a real victim here. She's been mistreated quite badly.
No, it's lovely. A little homey hippie hobble.
Alliterate much?
I'm trying to be nice here, given that we...
I didn't mean to bring up any unpleasant memories earlier, Lydia. Lydia. I just thought... hey, I think we're both feeling the same thing. One of us has to be brave.
That someone need not have been you. I was just waiting for the right moment.
When would that have been? After hell froze over?
Gloating is your favorite thing, isn't it?
That kiss may have bumped it down to second place.
That was why, Willow.
That was why what?
Why I wanted to read your story. Why I asked about the sexuality of that board game succubus. I was looking for any clue that you might share my secret shame.
I think by this point, yeah, I think she's got her answer.
You have nothing to be ashamed of, Lydia.
Are you sure about that, Willow?
Why wouldn't I be?
Oh, don't play innocent with me. I know exactly what's going on inside that pretty little head of yours. Lydia shouldn't be ashamed of being a queer. She should be ashamed that she's a liar and a hypocrite.
Well, I can't deny that you are a liar and a hypocrite, Lydia. But given your circumstances...
Oh, don't give me that. We've all had heartache. We can't use that to justify our failings. We're all responsible for our actions. Or the lack of them. You've suffered, haven't you, Willow? But unlike me, you didn't let it break you.
It, very nearly did, Lydia. You don't know how dark it got for me.
Dark doesn't begin to describe the depths to which I allowed myself to sink. The tendrils of oblivion utterly enveloped my...
Ugh, so wordy. Ugh, do you think you can retroactively win a story contest or something?
This is not a joke, Willow. I've done things. Terrible things.
How bad we talking?
You'd hate me if you knew it all.
Forget about it, okay?
I can't forget about it. And you need to know.
Okay, tell me.
Let the past be the past, Lydia. You don't need to tell me. And I don't want to know.
Why not?
You said I'd hate you if I knew, right? Well, Lydia, I don't want to hate you anymore. I want to love you.
I want to love you too.
Okay, so these guys are definitely
Morning, beautiful.
really improved their relationship really quickly. And also, it needs to be said again, this game is based in the early 90s as far as I'm aware. And compared to how things are now, with people being open about their sexualities, back then it was a different ball game really. It was a lot more hostile. It's not great now, to be sure, but back then it was really dicey, really bad. Anyway, let's keep going.
Good morning. Willow, if I may bother you with a question of a personal nature?
We just spent a night under the sheets together. I don't think you need to ask permission about personal questions.
Did you tell your parents?
Oh, about last night?
You know what I mean. Did you tell them about the fact that, well, you know, you're...
Lydia is really in a bad place. She can't even say the words because of her faith and her upbringing. It's complicated for her.
I never did. I don't know why I didn't say anything. I mean, I knew they'd probably accept me. Especially my dad.
Why your father especially?
I found his porno stash once. Lots of girl-on-girl magazines.
Anything strike your fancy?
Like, before I could even process if they were attracted to me, all I could think is, this has gotta be a good sign. He can't judge me too much if this is what's in his closet. But I didn't say anything to him.
Why not?
Even if they were supportive, it's not like I wanted to talk about that kind of stuff with my parents anyway. I mean, where would the conversation even go from there? Hey, I like girls. Oh, that's nice. Do you like tits or ass?
To you, that's an awkward moment. I would have killed to be able to talk to my parents like that.
Maybe it would have been better to say something, but I never tested that theory. I never had a girlfriend. And then, 8 months ago,
The car crash.
you know about that?
It'd be quite difficult to not know if they've known each other for a long amount of time.
Yeah. It's not exactly a secret what happened to you, Willow.
Even if it ended up being an awkward moment, I should have said something. I should have taken the chance. I should have been brave. Trust me, Lydia. The burden of regret is heavier than shame can ever be.
I like that turn of phrase. Hits the ear nicely.
Is that the first genuine compliment you've ever given me?
I'm trying to be nice here. Speaking of awkward moments, I think it's about time for me to sneak out the back of the apartment complex.
What? Why?
So nobody knows we...
Nobody knows we are a couple of queers.
Do you have to say it like that?
I don't have to, but it's pretty fun. Oh, speaking of fun, let's grab breakfast.
Breakfast? Together? You mean...
Like a date? Why not? And yes, we're walking out of the apartment together. Hand in hand if you complain.
But that's just not done.
Huh? Sounds like a complaint to me. My hand has never been more excited. Except, you know, for once or twice.
You're making me blush.
Good.
Much as I appreciate your levity, Willow, what if people see us? What will they think?
Ugh, who cares?
Easy for you to say. You don't really have a reputation to maintain, do you?
Do you really want to be a slave to narrow-minded judgments of others?
I'm letting the game play out because basically I haven't got much to add here. I'm just kind of letting the game speak for itself. So I do want to provide commentary, but when there are appropriate moments, I think it's best just to let the game do its own thing.
I'd rather starve a free woman than be a slave with a full belly. You said those words to me once, remember?
Not really. Should I?
No. I'm sure the moment wasn't as memorable for you as it was for me. Alright, Willow. I'll eat with you.
You've got nothing to worry about. I mean, they'll probably think we're just two friends sharing a meal.
Anybody that knows us knows we aren't friends.
Okay, we're two mortal enemies debating the Bible. We're hashing out the fine points of, the Book of Leviathan.
I think you mean Leviticus.
Whatever.
I mean, it is the part of the Bible that says don't be gay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right after it says don't eat shellfish.
Well, that one I happen to agree with.
Okay, so a couple of twists and turns there. We have kind of formed a relationship with Lydia, kind of out of the blue. And this is the direction the story is going in now. So we're going to check it out in the next episode. This is Usho signing off, and hopefully I'll see you next time.